Welcome to the Dayton Theatre Guild. With me today is Miss Fleeta Mae Bryte. Fleeta?
What?
Fleeta?
Yes.
Camera's on.
Oh, hi.
And how are you today, Miss
Are we
Fleeta
doing this
Mae?
now?
Yes,
All right,
it's
hi. My name is Fleeta. It's nice to see y'all.
And what brings you to Dayton, Ohio, Fleeta?
A bus?
A bus?
Yes, I came on a bus, Greyhound. It was lovely. We got off downtown. I was a little bit frightened, but it is lovely. I'm happy to be here. What brought me to Dayton? That's not what you meant, is it?
No, it's not. But I thought I'd let you go on.
I know. Well, you know how I am. No, I came here to be in a theatrical production.
Oh, you're an actress.
No, I am a star. Many people are actresses. And I believe the proper term is actor. Aren't we all actors?
Well, that is true, yes.
All right. Well, I'm an actress.
You're an actress.
Yes.
And
as you can see.
your experience in theater was in your hometown?
Longer than you have been alive. Well, perhaps not. But quite some time. Yes, I began at a very young age.
And what part of Texas are you from?
A little town in southwest Texas called Precious Heart. You probably have never heard of it. Many people haven't. Precious Heart.
Precious Heart.
Heart. Yes, Precious Heart. And now I just travel the country and share stories of my life with interested people, and there are many, many interested people.
Which is really what you did when you came to Dayton, Texas.
Did you come to see that?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
it was very interesting and
well,
quite well received.
Well, thank you. It was quite fun.
Now I understand that you've got on the bandwagon for next season. You've read all the plays.
I have read them all.
You've read all the plays.
I have
That's
read
great.
all the plays. It's a delightful season that you have coming up here today.
Well, I thought I might ask you to help me tell our audience exactly what it is we're doing.
Well, if that is not the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
So the first show of the season, which opens August 20th, and I'm directing it, is Frank's Life.
Frank's
Tell
Life.
me what you know about Frank's Life.
Frank's Life? Frank's Life. Well, I would say it is a story of pathos and humor dealing with the life of Frank. Is that good?
That is
well,
just
actually,
a small
what
part
it
of
is, what it is, at least how I found it, it's in that. Do you ever watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey? You know those hoe bags?
No, I've never seen that.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's addictive. Woo! Except, no, The Real Housewives of New York, that's even better. Now, imagine The Real Housewives of New York, and if Bethany and that cuckoo Kelly did not know that those cameras were there, that's Frank's Life.
Well, I wondered how you were going to segue from the New Jersey Housewives to Frank's Life, but you did that quite well.
I did, didn't I? Segueing is what I do.
Now, our second show of the season is called The Sugar Witch.
Oh.
Tell us what you know about that, Fleeta.
Well, it's about witches and sugar.
Witches and sugar.
I believe.
Fascinating.
Well, it's not really. It's about, I hate to say this out loud because I just know the Lord is going to come down and strike us about voodoo. Oh, yeah. Do you believe in voodoo?
Well, no.
Oh, I
really.
mean, I could curse you right now.
Oh.
Anyway, but I won't because I believe we're on tape. I'll curse you later.
Yeah, there would be an audience out there.
Well, there would be. And I think there's an audience out there for cursing. Did I tell you I take the bus into town? Yes. Well, then. Well, anyway, it is. It's a very strange story, and many people who've read it have said that is just frightening play. But they couldn't forget it.
So it's scary?
I think
a horror play?
It's a mystery. Well, we hope it's not horrible.
It's a mystery? Well, I didn't say horrible, but I mean, it's
a mystery, and it's a story of a young man who his family has a curse on it, and there is a sugar witch that is also his nanny. Now, that's where some of the
so the sugar witch is the voodoo person.
It is. And there's some flying cats. Now that part, I must tell you, when I read that in the script, that makes no sense to me.
Cats and witches.
Cats don't fly. What?
Cats and witches. Well, this is running between October and November, Halloween time. So
isn't that just the cleverest thing? A scary
my.
show at Halloween.
Well, let's just leave that up. We'll just
all right, let's just leave that
and make people, wonder what it is. Fleeta.
Go ahead.
Fleeta. We're not done with the season.
Oh, we're not?
No.
They do more than 2 shows.
Well,
That's lovely.
we do a total of 5, plus we have extras.
Oh, I
But
believe
our
you do a
third
total of 6, plus you have extras, but that's all right.
2, 3, 4, 5. What is 6?
Oh,
She's been studying us. She knows.
But he can't count for nothing. Okay.
Our third show is Ravenscroft.
Ravenscroft. Now that is one funny show. In fact, I'm hoping that I will be in town because I would like to try out for one of those roles. There is a mysterious death that has taken place in this big manor house. It's a great old big house, like what you see on Real Housewives of New Jersey, where they have big old houses and they're all crazy. And there's all these women there, and this inspector shows up trying to figure out what happened to the man, what got killed.
Oh, so you're not.
Well, he fell down the stairs.
You don't want to audition for the dead person, then?
I beg your pardon.
Well, I thought you wanted.
I beg your pardon.
No, I'm sorry.
I think not.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I'm having the vapors. No, I don't think I want to audition for the dead person. But there are some lovely ladies' roles in there, and other than the young child, which with the right lighting.
And I might add, Ravenscroft is being directed by our own Deborah Kent.
Oh, Deborah Kent. Didn't she just do Case of Libel?
She just directed Case of Libel.
Actually, yes, I did see it. It was that courtroom thing.
It was.
It was dandy. That's all right.
Well, let's move right on to
on.
our 4th show of the season, directed by Fran Pesch, and that is Fat Pig.
Now, I am offended. I could be the star of that one, though. Fat Pig. Now, Lord, I believe when I read that show, I thought to myself, this is going to make people quite uncomfortable, because I believe that they will see themselves in the actions of the people in this play. They will lie about it and say it's not true, but they will, because we're all guilty of saying ugly things about, well, not me. Well, maybe me. For the most part, I never say anything ugly about it. Well, maybe once.
Our 5th show of the season, directed by Natasha Randall, is The Boys Next Door. I know this one, but I'm going to let you talk.
Well,
tell us what you know.
The Boys Next Door. It's just the sweetest show about these people. Let's see, politically correct. See what you told me I had to be.
Yes. We don't want to offend anyone.
I've always said it don't matter who it hurts as long as it's funny.
Well,
they're mentally challenged that are being taken care of by a young man who cares very deeply about their welfare, and they're funny gentlemen. They are. I believe there's 5 of them who live together in this house. It's a group home for mentally challenged.
But that does lead us to our last one, Mauritius.
Mauritius. Oh, I did not know how that was pronounced. I thought it was Mauritius.
No, I do believe it is Mauritius. Isn't that correct?
I thought it was the Mauritius Islands. It's Mauritius.
No, it's Mauritius.
Well, that's lovely. It is a story about stamp collecting. But when I read it, they gave it to me to read. He said, "Fleeta, you read this play," and I went, "Stamp collector? What's the correct term for stamp collectors?"
That would be
You don't
philatelist.
What?
A philatelist.
I took penicillin for that.
Philatelist.
I did, I believe. I had that, but it went away.
A philatelist is a stamp collector.
Looks like, right?
All right, back to the play.
The play. It's that one's very hard to explain, because when you give the excerpt about the show, it sounds really boring, but it's not. I could not put it down. In fact, I called the play reading person who gave me that script, and I said, "Don't you ever give me a play like that to read when I'm busy," because I couldn't do anything. I just had to finish it. It's about these 2 sisters fighting over an inheritance, and that inheritance is a stamp that was, and this is true about this stamp. There's these stamps. If you ever find one that says post office, it's worth millions and millions of dollars.
Well, that takes us to our 3 additional shows, possibly 3. We're definitely going to do 2, and the 3rd one is still to be decided. But the first one that I can think of that
I have sweat running down my legs.
Well, you just go ahead and fan yourself.
Okay. Sometimes a girl has just got to air some things out. You want to? Okay.
No, all cast. I'm just fine.
All right.
One of our additional shows is Golda's Balcony.
Oh, that is fabulous. It is a one-woman show. It's brilliantly written. I believe, did it win a Pulitzer Prize?
I believe
I don't remember. I'd have to look that up. You might just Google that. Lord, people have said, should I go see that? And I said, you know what? You should. Historically, it is just amazing. I learned so many things in that I just was not aware of. It is gold in my ear. It is her story of how she became who she was. I thought she was Israel.
Sounds fascinating. Yes.
She's from Minnesota.
Well, amongst other
Did
places.
she talk like that? Minnesota. I don't think so.
She was a teacher here in the United States.
In Minnesota. I believe that Golda's Balcony will be in March. I don't have the exact dates in front of me. Do you have a brochure?
Why, yes, I do. This is our 2010,
Isn't
2011
that
brochure.
I got one in the mail today. If you are anybody, you've got one too.
But I don't believe that Golda's
No,
Balcony
it's
is
not
on
on there, but I can read a calendar. Barely. I believe it is the 4th through the 13th of March is Golda's Balcony. That is one you will not want to miss, even if you are a Gentile.
The third show that we're not clear about yet, whether we can do it or not, is called Blackbird.
Oh, Lord. Have you read that? Oh.
I have read excerpts of it.
Oh.
And
you know, the last time I heard language like that, I dropped a hammer on my foot. It is an amazing show, though. It is pretty mesmerizing. Blackbird, I thought, is about birds. What do I know? I had never read it. And it is, Lord, I hate to even tell you what it's about. Well, you'd have to see it to understand it. I was lucky enough, when I first arrived in Dayton, to see a staged reading of Blackbird. It was beyond mesmerizing. It was almost as good as my show.
well, this brings us to our last show, our add-on.
Or as I call it myself, the show of the season.
This show will be our Christmas presentation. It's entitled Precious Heart. And of course, it is our own Miss Fleeta Mae's vehicle.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about it. It's more or less autobiographical, isn't it?
Well, I like to think so,
Yes.
or as I call it, the story of my life. Is that the same thing?
That's pretty much the same
Oh, is
thing.
it? Well, I never heard that word before. It's a fun show. I tell you about my friends.
Well, we've had a lot of people come forward and say they want to see you again. We've had a lot of calls for an encore performance.
Well, I'd heard they wanted to see more of Fleeta Mae, but I refused to take my clothes off.
No, we don't do that kind of theater here.
I believe I've heard you did.
Well,
Wasn't you naked in some show?
I had a robe on. Never mind, just forget that.
As you ran off the stage, you ripped off all your clothes and somebody said, get a cute bug.
Oh, well, a lot of people tell stories around here.
I believe you told me
Anyway,
that story.
back to you, Fleeta. So we'll be seeing you in December.
You will be seeing me in December, and I hope that we will see you here at the Dayton Theatre Guild in August for the opening of Frank's Life.
And from the Dayton Theatre Guild, we say goodbye.
Bye-bye.